Good morning or good day. It's Maundy, Thursday. I'm Mike Rosell, elder at Village Bible Church. I have a privilege of talking to you a little bit about what Maundy, Thursday is all about. Have you ever thought to yourself, wow, I can't believe all of this happened in one day? And it might be the day that you got married, it might be the day you had your children were born, or maybe you graduated from someplace, or anyway, at the end of the day, I'll bet you went to bed that night and thought to yourself, I can't believe all this happened in one day. Well, Maundy, Thursday, I can't put words to it. Maundy, Thursday, all of eternity was impacted by that day. And when I started researching this and looking into it, I was amazed at all that Jesus did on that day. He instituted the Last Supper that Maundy, Thursday with his disciples, which we all know about. He instituted communion. Communion came out of Maundy, Thursday. I remember two communions very special to me. One was on an elk hunting trip in the mountains of Colorado, where one of our hunters in the group was a pastor of a church in Grand Junction, Colorado. And he invited us all to communion up there. I'll never forget that. It was a wonderful experience. And the other communion experience I remember very clearly was in 2020 when we went to Israel, and we went to the garden and to what was, they thought, the tomb, and we had communion outside there. And I still have my little olive wood, a little cup made out of olive tree that I keep on the sill in our bathroom as a reminder of that day. So that happened on Maundy, Thursday as well, communion. And then washing of feet. The example of humility and servanthood, servant leadership Jesus demonstrated by getting on his knees and washing the disciples' feet was amazing to me. And then I thought to myself, wow, while he was doing that, he knew what was ahead. If I knew what he knew and it was ahead, I would have been a basket case. I mean, I would not have been thinking about serving somebody. I would have been just an emotional wreck. But he loved on his disciples at a time when he knew the most difficult thing anyone could ever imagine was ahead for him in just a short time. In fact, that led to something else that happened on Maundy, Thursday, and that was Jesus praying in the garden in Gethsemane. And I looked up the word passion because we know this is Passion Week. And this was the beginning of the agony of passion when he was in the garden praying to the Father. And we think of passion sometimes as emotion or excitement, sometimes joy. And here the word passion itself comes from the word suffering. And this is the beginning of suffering for Jesus. And then lastly, Maundy, Thursday, going all the way to what I should have done in the beginning was to define what Maundy really means from the Latin. And Maundy means mandato, the word mandato or mandatu, and it comes from the word commandment. And on that day, Jesus, again, had the frame of mind to introduce to his disciples a new commandment. And he said, this new commandment is, love one another as I have loved you. But I think there's a couple things you might want to consider for Maundy, Thursday that would be action items even for you. A day of solemn reverence. A day just to maybe go into your closet, spend some time one-on-one with Jesus. Because as I was thinking of an example of how could we give an example of someone loving as Jesus loved, you might think first, well, it was washing feet, it was healing the blind or the lame, the sick. I see it, and maybe I'm wrong in this, but I see his example of loving the way Jesus loved to his disciples being his prayers in the garden. I really believe that that prayer demonstrated to his disciples and to us that you and I need to go and spend time one-on-one with the Father. And that's the action item I would ask for myself and for you this Maundy, Thursday. Just spend some solemn time one-on-one with our Savior. And that will be a demonstration to others, even to yourself and your family, that you're loving as Jesus loved.